fix up what I'm watching on my screen. That looks a bit bright. Let's see if I turn that off. Maybe you turn them all off. Might be enough light from outside. Looks like it. That's me. Yeah. Because of the dark background. Anyhow, so first of all, I went down the bank, put my coins in. Excuse me. And sitting above the coins, well, the coin slot, was all these coins here, which are the coins that the bank people, if they find them, they just pile them on top. And they, because they can't do nothing with them. Jobby, how you going? And again, I just had my lunch, I just had a pie. Oh, what an idiot. I threw a whole heap of Coke down my throat. I nearly choked on it. To try and fix up, made it worse. Anyway, oh, I hope I'm not going to be coughing. So I put my coins in anyway. I went down the bank and put them in. And, sorry, and there was a whole heap of foreign coins sitting in there. So that's all of them there. I might need a light on, I think. I'll put this one on. And that one. And I grabbed them because you can't do nothing with them. The bank can't do nothing with them. They can't hand them out. They just put them there for whoever put them in to come and get them. So when I turn up, they're mine. There you go, and stack that gold. Take a shot of whiskey, yeah. Mate, I had a pie, and yeah, I threw that Coca. It's not Coca-Cola, it's LA Ice. And yeah, that didn't help. Anyway, so I think there's 13 coins there that was sitting there. That's one of the most I've had. Oh man, I'm going to burp. Anyway, so I'll start off. There was a Thailand in there. 1 baht. So I don't know what year that is. There was a 50 euro from Ireland. Always has the lyre at the top and the lyre or the harp sitting there. A little bit dirty, but anyway, that was in there. Then US quarter sitting in there. 77, so it's not silver. The D for Denver. But I don't know if it's a bit of an error because the D is filled. It's got a filled. You can see the D is filled. But anyhow, that would be an error here. But I'd have to check other ones to see if it's how their dye's made, you know, how they do it. Because it might not be. But they pump enough out that I wouldn't be surprised. So that was in there. And then I've got a full, well, not a full set of Singapore coins, but I'll just move them out so it doesn't focus. But I got 5 cents Singapore. Really nice too. See, I'll bring it up. Oh, I can do it closer. 95. Only a tiny taker, really light too. It's like our old Thruppens. I think it is about the size. Oh look, I just happen to have one of our Thruppens. I know that's, I think 16 mil, 17 mil. So it's about 18. Yeah, so I got a 5 cent from there. And then I got a 10 cent. Really nice. I've checked them all for errors, all of them. All those coins and no errors. 2017, 10 cent. And then there was a 20 cent. So I got the 20 cent piece, 96. Real nice. And then, oh, then there's the 50 cents. I've got the 50-cent piece, 97. And then there was $1. So I'm not sure if they got a $2 coin. Can't remember. I'd have to look in what I've already got. 1988. $1. Same year our $2 came out. And so if there's no $2, then I've got a full set of their coinage there, new and old. So yeah, that's all right. So that was in there. And then there was all these coins in there. Really nice. And these are from Sri Lanka. So that's a 1 rupee, Sri Lanka, 2009. And theirs is the same as us, metal orientation, east-west, whereas the US is north-south, which is called coin orientation. Yeah, so that's Sri Lankan, what did I say it was? 1 rupee. I don't know if that's, is that focused in there? Oh, that's too far away. Oh, that's why. I'm too far away. That's to go up closer. I don't want it that close, do I? About there. I'll put the light on it. So, nice coins. Got the moon and the sun, and I think that's a ship steering wheel with the line in the centre. The line in the centre reminds me of the privy marks for the silver. You know, all the marks on the silvers. Anyway, so that was in there. And then this real nice, it's real chunky too. 2016, 5 rupees. Yeah, that's better. So, yeah, really nice. And no monarch on there. It's one of the few coins that there's no monarch. You know, no, not just our monarch, but any effigy on there. And then there was, that's 1 rupee. That's 1 rupee. So that's 2009, 1994, with a difference now. So 1 rupee, 1994. Nothing's changed on there, same. Nothing's changed. And they double all these too. See, it's all doubled. All of them are like that. It's not die shift. It's actually what's on all their coins. They cut into the die again and they doubled it. That's a double die done on purpose. And see, it's even neat. And it's actually away from the wording. That's a double die. But when you got die fill, it joins it. And it does it in the slope. So that's a good example of a double die, but not an error. It's how they actually did it on all of their coins. You can see on them, they're all doubled, just those ones. That's the first thing I picked up. So that's actual double die. A good example of it, of what it should look like. And then somebody put in, and whoever it was did the Sri Lanka ones, they put this in. And look at that. This is amazing. This is a really top-notch coin. It's 5 rupee, 1999. And it's the, oh, I put 1999 games. It's the 96. See if I can get it focused in a bit better. I'm going to focus. Maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't like that. I don't know. Hold on a second. What's going on here? Let me just do that first so you can see it. I'll just come up a little bit. That's better. So in here it's got all the countries going around the edge. Let's see if I can Will this make any difference? Not very clear though. I'll see if I can zoom it up again. Must be somewhere just there. But it's got all the countries going around it. I'll read them out because I don't know what's going on with this. It might be overheating my phone. Oh, you know what? I'm probably off the camera. Let me turn this other one back on. See if I can get some better light. It might be that as well. Anyway, sorry, but it's got all the countries going around there, which are, oh, I'd have to get up close. I wish I could bring it up. Should be able to. But it is pretty dirty. Got to give it that much. Oh, maybe it's me with my hands. I've got it angled too much. So let's see if we start there. You got New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand, Pakistan, Scotland, South Africa, Sri Lanka, West Indies, Zimbabwe, Australia, Bangladesh, England, India, Kenya, back to New Zealand. Anyway, it's a cool, cool commemorative coin that they put out in '99 for the '96 World Cup, but I like the cup on the back. I'll come back a bit and see if we can. Oh, that would help if I hit the focus, wouldn't it? Stupid me. But anyway, it's a little dirty, but it's really cool. It's a really cool coin. It's not really dirty. It's like it's patinaed up. You can see the colouring of it. I haven't looked them up to see what the actual colour was to start with. It's got dirt spots, but that brown end looks like patina. And it's got something on the edge too. What's that? CBSL? Something, Central Bank Sri Lanka, that would be. A bit of writing on there. On there. There, that'd be Central Bank Sri Lanka. Anyway, it's a really cool coin. I like that. And I like that age of it, you know, that aging is really nice. But it's pretty cool. Like a Don Bradman one, 2001. They jumped before us with the cricket. I'm just reading here. I haven't got back there, but I can't look over and, oh geez, you guys have been typing. Yeah, g'day NM, Jobby, Stack the Gold. Oh, you're cutting out, the internet's gone, buddy. Oh, you got 1,500 foreign coins. Yeah, I probably would have had that. I sold a ton, not last year before. But I think you saw that video where I pulled all the ones out I had. My oldest coin that I've got, I sent them off to America. I might have one, an 1806 George III, half penny. I had a few of them, but I sent them off to America to somebody. I gave one of the guys over there to follow me. Can't remember if it was AG76. I can't remember who I sent them to. But I sent them to them because they like old coins. So I had a ton of old coins that I got from England. No, Don 20 cents lately, no. I was gonna have a swig of that drink again. Anyway, so that was a pretty good score, eh? Just for going over there. 13 foreign coins, and pretty cool too. And that one, yeah. But it's got the age on it, but it's not that old, you know, 99. But wherever it's been here, it's just been sitting somewhere and it's aged up. You can see it's all flat across the fields. So it's patinaed up. That's all they're brown, like our pennies do. But it just got a little bit of vertigus, a little bit of green on there. But it's got character. That's for sure. I like it. It's real nice. So yeah, good scores anyway, and I like that one too. That's really nice. That coin, really nice to look at and hold. It's real chunky. That must be the same. Yeah, there you go. That's why. It's what they normally are, and that was a commemorative. Yeah. So thanks whoever dropped them in there. I'll take them every time. Alright, so we'll get to the other one that I was going to talk about. Yeah, it's weird, one of my lights went dead, and I think, I'm not sure which one. So I'll get rid of that. Gary McEwen. He's not on. Where's Gary? That's the internet. If you use your phone, use your data. If you've got plenty of data. Or try and log into somebody else's around the area that's got it open for free. Some people do that. Leave their password open. You just drive up the street and you pick one up. And it's still a bit risky, but you can. So anyway, Gary McEwen has sent me a mail envelope. And I was wondering what it was, because I'm like, it's so puffy. And it wasn't until I got home and I said to my guy, I don't know what he sent me. Maybe it's a headband or a beanie or something. I don't know. And then I started to shake it, and I could feel the coin going up and down in there. And so I figured it's bubble wrap. It's in bubble wrap, and he's put the coin in there. I hope it's for what I'm going to show you next. So that's mail off Gary, and I'm gathering. If it's not, it doesn't matter. You get to see this. But this is my gratitude coin album, number 2. Number 1's already filled up, and if that's off Gary, that'll be going into here. And Gary's already sent me a couple of items. 2022 Mobaroos $1, 2 of them. So they're in there. Peter J sent me some Mauritian coins. Christine Brown sent me 2022 with die cracks on the chin, 5 cents. And then Angie sent me this one, 2022 with die cracks on the chin, $2. And then that one was off Bottle Top Banded. Top bloke, top channel. If you haven't been over and seen him, go over and see him. Bottle Top Banded. And I've got his magnets and his stickers all over the place here. There. Loves looking for his, excuse me, star notes, you know. Likes doing that. Going through his notes, so he's right into the notes. Yeah, so he sent me that, so that's gone in there. And with the gratitude coin album, if anybody sends me anything to go in there, you'll go in at the end in a draw for some prizes that I've got, and that I'll keep adding to as this gets bigger. The other gratitude album I had was, well, half the size of this, so this is double, and that filled up, that's gone. But if you send me anything to go in here, coins, tokens, whatever that'll fit in there, medallions, whatever, a coin, doesn't have to be coins, a coin. If you do, you'll go into the draw for the prizes at the end of this. If you send one item, there'll be 1 entry. If you send 2, you get 2 entries. If you send 3, you get 2 entries. That's it. Maximum 2 entries per person, no matter how many coins you send me, and fill it up. And I've got the address in my description. There's my address there. and send something, I'll put it in there, and at the end there'll be a few decent prizes going. And at the moment, just to start it off, I've put the 0.5 gram proof Perth Mint P Mint Mark Rupee 2020, 99.99 gold and Australian, not too blue. That's one of the prizes that I've added to now. And the other one is 50 years of the ballet. They only made 300, number 126. This is worth more than that gold is. This album, or this PNC. It's a PNC hardcover. So it opens up that way, and then you can only get these in this set. Number 126, and I've got number 125 as well. And they're silver foil, and they haven't been stamped out either. And then in here, you get a 2012 uncirculated ballet 50 cents, by mint, and a pair of ballet shoes. So for the coin collector, the stamp collector, the PNC collector, the Australian stuff collector, it's all in one. So those two are the first two that I've added in. So send something in, I'll put it in there. And at the end, when it's full, I'll draw whatever amount of prizes I've got and what I've got. I'll draw them out, and there'll be lots of stuff to win. I've got tons of stuff I can add. So that's my grade 2 coin album. So without choking again, real sorry about that. Over the me stopping it and starting again, having the gargle, you get it raw. So anyway, Gary, we'll open this up and see what he sent me. He sent me tons of stuff for the grade 2 coin album, the last one, and he's already started here because there's no rule on the amount of coins you're sending. If you send me in 50 or 60, they're not going in there. So don't worry about trying that one, because that's not going to happen. I'd just pick out a couple. So, better off one or two, There's probably plenty. So anyhow, we're going to open this up. And it was, alright, that's why. So, I've got 10-cent pieces here. 2020s, 2020, 2020, and 2020s. So let me just read the little letter there while you have a look at rest in peace. I'll just send that down. Probably got to lift that up. Let me see if I just put something underneath that and lift it up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, let me just read over the note. If I've missed anyone, hello. Okay, yeah, good one. Stack that gold's picked up a sixpence and a shilling, both from 43 US, and made in the US during World War II. Okay. So you had sixpences and shillings over there, did you? Is that what you're saying in the US? I thought you always cents, dollars, cents forever since day dot. Anyway, let me just read this. Yeah, I had a Merry Christmas. Thanks there, Gary. So you got some 2020 10-cent pieces. Went through them and found 20 of them had die cracks on the nose. Large cut on the front of the Queen's hair. Cut on the top of her crown. and a card on her chin. Yeah, it sounds like the 2005 50-cent piece. Thought you would like a couple of each. These are all uncirculated coins you can give away if you like. Thank you, Gary. Keep up the good work. Thank you. We'll keep going. What I do. Well, I'll add. You're already in here, and I got to show that. Look, it's a big book. I'll put a couple of these in there. Anyway, I'll put one of them in there. I'll put one in there. I'll add one to the book in here, and I'll keep the rest for myself. Let me just have a snifter. See what you picked up. Let me just make that back a bit. Where's Snapper? He's not around. 99 rotate. 99 rotate. 99 rotate. I'll tell you something about them in a tick. Get the light. Yeah, I can see there. Yep, on the crown at the top. You can see that. On the chin. Actually got a bit of rough. Hey, I got the little die crack coming off the nose there as well. I think that's one off the chin. Yeah, so there's a couple of. I just looked at this one. I don't even know where my. Yes, I do. It's tucked away. I might not be able to show you. I don't know if it's too bright. Let me see if I kill this light. Oh, it's in the plastic. I should really take one out, shouldn't I? But yeah, they got. Oh, you got it really stapled down well. Get this one out. This is a different one to the one I showed you, so I'm gathering it's going to be the same. No, this one ain't like the other one. It's got the cut on the hair. Well, on the crown just there. So I'll bring that up closer. Bit hard to get the angle right to see it. I'm waving all over the place because I'm not sitting there again. There it is there. So cut there. The other one had all round. I'll see if I can stand without wobbling. But yeah, she's got problems going along here, and all around the face and that too. There was, and all up around the eyebrow, there was all markings on that other one. But yeah, cool, nice errors and uncirculated. Thank you. I don't know what the mintage is on them, the 2020s, if they're high or low. But I'll put one of them in the book, and they'll put you in again. But that makes 3 coins, but you'll only get the 2 entries there, Gazza. Now, I was going to say, I was going to show you this for one. 1964. Look at that MS red, mate. No, I don't know if I got that. Maybe I need to change that background. I'll just move that and get back to the white background, and it might stop that glare. But anyway, this is a really nice penny, 1964. Nice mint red. And the pity about it is, like from my angle, we look at it, that red on it. See if I can face it towards the window. And you see the Queen ghosting through there. That was a common error on the early coins, especially through the war years, because the metal was a bit inferior, because they wanted the good stuff for the shells. But look, so beautiful. 64, really can't get the light to show it how nice and red it is. But it is just a real stunner to look at. And it got glued onto something, and that glue is on there, permanent. On that side, yeah, real stunner. I'm gonna try the other colour there. Even though the one, hang on a sec. That's the one I want. This one. I think this fixes it up nice, that blue. But anyhow, real spew, that's what happens when people glue things. But yeah, beautiful coin, but it's no good, it's rubbish. Good for 2 up or something, flip. Or for the copper content, anyway. Oh, hi Trish. Yeah, I got the email. I was hoping you'd come on. Yeah, more than 1 cent of copper in there, yeah. Double rim on the 10 cent, you reckon? Let me have a look. Well, look. Where will I put my thingy? Just checking. No, none of them, mate. No doubles. Just light optical illusions, probably. No, none of them doubled up. Yeah, so yeah, Trish, with that 20 cents, I can't zoom it in. The quality when I zoom up, like it's blurred, so I can't tell. Because I'm concerned across the Z and on the back of that 20 cents at the platypus, it looks crimped. Those lines, I mean, you know, for that to be a lamination floor, how it is, it's like it just split that way. I would expect it to be peeling up like crazy, because it's the biggest one I've ever seen, right across the whole coin from side to side through the queen. But there's the clip mark here and on the other side, and then it's all brownish. And because I can't zoom right down to have a look inside those cracks to see if it's lamination floor, you know, from all the impurities, on the other side it doesn't match with that. The other side's in a different place, and the other side where it goes through, like here, there's a little black one above there that's exact, and they don't look like lamination floor. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe it was somebody got it. You know, this is my theory. Somebody's got it, crimped it, after they got a scribe, and they scribed it all the way across, like so. Then they crimped it, and then they got phosphoric acid, and they put it on it, and they kept putting it. They etched right into it, and they've etched it. Because it's not peeling, it's white, gone like that, like a Grand Canyon. It's really long, it's got pinch marks. The other side's a different area, and there's a little black line that looks too good to be true next to it. And the lamination, that crack mark doesn't even, lamination floors don't usually go that area. The date, I'm not sure, around there, and when it goes off. And the other thing is with that the phosphoric acid is all the brown marks on there. See, all the brown marks are on that 20 cents. That looks like, again, you know, leftover from, you know, fluxes and things like that that are used in metals. So I'm on more that it's man-made and it's just a damaged coin, defaced coin, you know, post-mint damaged coin. You don't have error coins that are post mint. They're damaged. That's what I'm going on at the moment with it, that it's damaged. It just doesn't look like something I've seen before the way it is. It looks like the edges fall in, which would be in line with having acid on them going in and eating it, rather than it peeling out like it should be. I mean, it's that wide. The gap looks like about 0.5 mil or so, and yet I don't see any peeling going on. It just looks like the coin's been pulled apart, torn apart that way. And it has been bent over, I can see that. So no one's tried to bend it and snap it, but the crimp marks on those, the Z and the platypus, the colouring on that one side looks like fluxy stuff, and the uniformity of the crack and the fact that it looks like it's flowing in, that there's no tinfoil peel coming off it, which I would expect to be tons of it. And around that date looks a bit funny, like it's been eaten away around the date, not actually laminated floor, which leads me to the acid. You would be surprised what people do when they got nothing better to do, eh? Backyard jobs is what some people put the name to it, but it's not all backyard jobs. It's businesses. Some people use these for shimmies in their car, you know. They're metal. Look at them as a round disc metal, and what can you do with it if you're in a trade or whatever? Sometimes the electricians use it. It could be that it's been used as for a fuse, and that's burned it through as well. That's another one. You've got to think of all the things that can be used for a round bit of metal. So anyway, yes, I think it's man-made, that one. And it would be just a damaged coin. But a curio, but damaged. So Snapper was around. A 60 degree, yeah. Well, all the ones that I've gone through, they're 30, and it seems to me they're between about 20 and 30 degrees, all of them, but I haven't seen any past that. Excuse me, I've got 17 here. But for Snapper sent me some photos, and he's got these. He just found a rotate, and he found, oh, he's got four rotates, I think he sent me, and one of them was an error, and it had a cud in here. I think it was in here. I'd have to look at the photo. Anyway, there was a cud in here, either there or there. And I noticed that these coins are all uncirculated, so it's nice having uncirculated because things just stand out really heaps better. But yeah, it was either, I think it was just here, in there, the cud. And so anyway, I looked through mine. I got 17 of them. And I don't have any error ones at all. But I did notice when I was spinning them that some were, 20 and 30. All there, about there. Now, when Snapper sent me the photos, I noticed on his 2x2 and in his wording to me that he did specify the all-spaced IRB 1999. Now, with the 1999 $1, same as the 10 cents. Every coin is all-spaced. There's obverses defined on here. There's 2 or 3. But it's not the IRB. There's no I-spaced RB join. There's no OR join. All of them is all spaced, just like the 10 cent piece. What it is this is the large head. It's touching, just like the 10 cent, just like the $2. And the other obverses you're looking for is the one that's further away. And if there's 3, there might be 3 variations of depth from there. So this is 1, there might be a 3 and a 5. So look for there. Don't worry about this, that's not going to change. They're all IRB all spaced. All of them. Every one of them. But what it is like the 10 cents. You need to look here and see the actual head size and the distance from here, but not that. But I just pointed out because he was pointing out that the IRB all space one, yeah, they all are. There's the other ones aren't there. It's this distance here, just like the 10 cents. That don't change. The $2, I know that's all spaced, yeah. No, the 2001 I'm thinking of. The 99 $2, that doesn't change. It's I-spaced RB joint. It's the distance here. All right, so don't, whatever it is, don't look at this. Look here, that distance. There, and that's large head. All of these are large head. 1999, which means, just like the $2, it seems that the small head is going to be the one to look for, not the variety, but the standard small head, which is the case with the $2. You got the you got the 99 large head. Find 20, 30 of them before you find a 99 small head. And I've got videos on that for identifying them. And this will be the same year. So yeah, you're looking for that small head because these are all the large head variety, all of them. But don't worry about that IRB because it won't change. All right, anyway, that was all I was pointing out for in case Snapper came on. To look for the gap distance at the edge. Just what you do for the 99 10 cents that I've shown in the videos is exact same. You're just looking for that gap, and the 99 $2. Just looking for that gap, that's all. The 5 cents, I'm not sure. It might be I'm not sure if they've got a variation in the 5 cents. And the 50 cents doesn't. Yeah, so anywho's, I think that was all I was going to say. Oh no, I did have another curiosity coin here. Not curiosity coin, a really good fine coin, a good learning lesson. Whoever's on here anyway, you're going to see something that you probably won't see much of. See that middle line? This is a 2022, 20 cents. And you can see that middle line there. Now that middle line is not from something running around it at all. See from this angle, see the top is just out of whack with the bottom. You see that? If I can get up close, you'll see that the actual teeth are shaped. That bottom row is, if I can stand still, is like it's moved just a bit, and it's got you can see that joint in the center, that zigzag, and see the different thicknesses from bottom to top. See that? You know what that is? Who can tell me what's going on there? Who can tell me what's happening there? Go on, have a guess while I have a drink. Just throw something at me. Why would you do that, Sim? This isn't what you're thinking, guarantee, because you wouldn't be throwing these back. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't be throwing that back. That's as rare as Chook's teeth, that there. You call that the diamond look. But is anyone going to tell me what has happened there? I wouldn't be throwing them back if they generally are what this is. Anyway, so what's happened here, this is a partial collar error. And what's happened, it's a partial collar error that completed the journey. It has gone in and it's jammed. And when it got jammed there, when it's got hit, it must have just killed a diffraction and it made it to the bottom. So it was jammed in the collar and then it completed it. And that is a straight line partial collar error completed. And I would not be throwing them back because that is extremely rare. If it hadn't have gone through, that top would be missing. It'd be blank. So a partial collar is because it didn't get all the way into the collar and it only got half its reading meted on it. A tilted partial collar is it didn't get in it, but it's on an angle. And again, it didn't get all the complete reading. But this has managed to go through and complete the reading. And so I wouldn't be throwing them back because that is a genuine error, genuine strike error. And you must be doing well because that's the first one I've found in 25 years. But don't be confused by the ones you'll see, and they're from the rollers, from machines that have rolled them. This is absolute dead perfect. All the way around, it fell perfectly into the collar. And that's probably why it made it. It actually sat there perfect, just caught, and as it hit it, it followed it through and completed it. And yeah, so it's a step down. It's got a step down. But I would be keeping those partial collar errors. They sell for good money. And that's the completed. With a lot, and it's nearly uncirculated. Oh, it is almost uncirculated. I've got there. Yeah, so look for them. That's the only one in 25 years. They're always finished. They always finish the partial collar error. But this one, I mean, they never finish. It's always, they're finishing as a partial collar error. Very nice. It looks like 2 coins. Very nice. Beautiful. Rare it is. Don't throw them back. But make sure they're not from rollers or being, squeezed or run over something. You've got to have that zigzag, that difference of step, the halfway mark and the difference of step. It could have been on an angle, could have done it tilted. That would have looked really weird. That would have looked good. Yeah, no, don't need to check them. Evil Bay. I don't know. I don't go looking for them. I don't search for anything on there. I sell on there. But the only things I ever buy is electronics or paper or, phone covers and stuff. But yeah, I stopped buying coins quite a while ago. Yeah, so anyway, that's me done. Yeah, so the 2022, 20 cents. Definitely look for them. It's a really nice looking coin, It's something totally different. You can see that offset. You can see they're offset by whatever amount there. They're nearly in the middle of each other. And that's how you can tell it's not from all the coins being on something, and you find them all the time with the grinding markers or whatever machine they've been rolled around and wherever they've been caught in or wherever they've been used. Remember, everybody uses coins in machines. So there you go. I'm out of here. I've eaten my pie. Oh, yeah, wasn't very good either. Yeah, yep, all good. I'm going to go and oh, I went to the bank. I didn't get any more coins. That's right. I dived there. They're really quick. Yeah, because I was going to get my Renniks book out, the 1973 edition 7, and do a separate live and show everyone all the Australian and New Zealand tokens from the 1800s, which will be in this book, edition number 7, 1973. And that's all my notes from the pre-decimal. I started off in pre-decimal, doing all pre-decimal, but yeah, just real nice. But the fact is that the whole half book at the back is all Australia and New Zealand tokens, all the ratings. Don't think it's got price on there, but it tells you all about them, or any details. So if you haven't got anything or any books, I don't know if Renniks does them anymore. Look, no $50 note, only 20, 1973. And the one before this, edition 6, was 1970. So this is basically 3 years worth of added extra in here from the 71. But yeah, all the tokens, 1849 to 1881. And besides the tokens, and all, you know, it's got everything in there about all the dumps and photos, and you know, it's got stats too. Like this is the stats of the type of dollar dump, and here in 73, there's the year, and this is how many they knew were around. Look at that one, one. Look at all the ones. These things are like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 each, and there's just tons of ones. And that's all that was the type of reels they used. That's amazing. Only 196. They think there's 1,500 dumps, and I did read somewhere 300 of the dollar, holy dollar, and 1,500 dumps is what they believe is around. But the photos themselves, look how big these photos are. In the Renniks, the later ones, they're only this big, only like that. So with this, you can see the detail really. Look at this, look at the detail on that. Who carved that out? Seriously. Beautiful notes. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I'd have all that. No. Easy. I love Aussie notes. Beautiful. Look at that. Just the, yeah, just the art in it. It's amazing. I mean, their photos on a note, they're just really, really, really well done. A lot of care, a lot of attention. Beautiful notes. But yeah, they spared no expense in making the dies, I'll tell you. Let me see if there's any. Like, oh, look at these. That one. This one. Never seen that ever. Never seen it. The reverse side. Oh, that's the obverse. So it's a £1 souvenir, and it's that on the back. And another one. Oh, right, so that's the obverse. The reverse. Anyway, I love the Aussie notes. Look how old that one is. They only just got that in time, the photo it, eh? There's the front of it. Was it? Treasurer of the Commonwealth of Australia promises to pay the bearer £1. And it's massive. These are all true to the size, I'm pretty sure, in this book. Anyway, I'll get carried away, but look at that. Look at this. No, got two there. Oh, another one. 1913. That years they put them on a shilling, 10 shilling, another 10 shilling, and another 10 shilling. 2023. Anyway, they look beautiful. Love them. That's the top book, 73. That's the original Renniks, because Renniks is owned by McDonald's now. Since 2006, you know, your McDonald's book. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure. And so he's just bought out the opposition. Yeah. So, beautiful book and heaps of illustration in there, and they're good size, but the good thing is it's all those old tokens, and you know, the rarity, everything's there from what they said back in that year, and it's good to know back in that year what things were worth. There's prices with all the penny, everything's in there, heaps of info. I don't know what's in their later one, I'm not sure, but in there, real good stuff. If it's in the later ones, well, it was in that one first, so you know, it gets the approval. Okay, so that was it. So that'll be what I'll be showing. I'll just be going through that and doing that, and with the tokens. And if anyone's, I'm working out a way to do it, maybe as a premiere, so people can get their tokens if they've got them, and bring them there, and then tell me what they are, and I'll get the page and look, and you can take a screenshot or whatever else, and whatever, and there you go. If no one's got any tokens, we'll just have a look at them and you can see which ones you'd like to get. Because I love tokens. That's why I've got pre-decimal. Pre-decimal coins, tokens, notes. Never got very many notes though, because they're expensive, you know. I would, definitely. Yeah, so there you go. So anyway, I'll catch everyone when I get around to doing that. Yeah, not sure. Spur of the moment. Okay, hit the thumbs up. Bang, me, I'm there already. Oh, excuse me. Man, I'm not going to eat a pie before I come on here again, I tell you. Yeah, and yeah, everyone have a good day. And I'm going to go on, I think it's going to start raining a little bit here. We're getting 1 millimetre today. I don't even know why they're telling us. It'll evaporate before it even hits the floor. Got to give the weather people something to do, don't you? But anyway, 1 millimetre. Yeah. So, ta-da, I'm going. Have a good day, and I'll catch everybody next time. All right, bye-bye.